Hi there, I'm Tracy, your host of the Daily Dose of Coaches Calm podcast. With over 25 years of coaching experience, I hope my words bring each of you some inspiration and motivation to go after what you need to live your best life. My goal is just that, to empower you to evolve daily, to make the necessary changes through consistency with your chosen habits so you can be, feel, and perform your best every single day. My expertise is in health and wellness, mainly as a certified holistic cancer practitioner, but also as a holistic nutritionist, sports nutritionist, and a nutritional consulting practitioner. This has been my passion from a very young age. I hope you enjoy this episode, and if you'd like to learn more, please follow me on social media. Just search Sudden Impact Nutrition. Have the best day. I believe in you. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose of Coaches Calm. Before we get started today, being that this is the first podcast of the new year, 2023, I want to wish you all lots of love, laughter, health, and happiness in 2023. And as we start another year, here are some previous Daily Dose of Coaches Calm that I have sent to my brother that are relevant always, but I'm thinking that they're more impactful as we begin January and look at ways to evolve and become the best version of ourselves. Oddly enough, today is January the 12th, and usually at the 10-day mark is usually when our new habits start to go downhill. I want to encourage you to stick with them. It's okay to take a day off. We're all human, but make the necessary changes that are needed for you and your family and this universe to evolve daily. The Daily Dose of Coaches Calm. Stay consistent. Your vision is manifesting. I love this little saying for the simple fact that it is very short and it is sweet, right to the point. If you're interested and you follow or you are on social media, my business pages are Sudden Impact Nutrition. If you would like to learn more about habits or if you do need some more motivation, what we do daily certainly does matter. It all comes down to consistency, mindset, sleeping habits, so many other things that they are all listed most recently on my social media pages. So if you do travel over to them, I hope you enjoy them. And I'm always looking for feedback, constructive criticism, or questions that you may have. The Daily Dose of Coaches Calm. Somebody is learning how to be a better person by watching you. Whether that means by the people you meet, through your family, your friends, your children. A saying that came to me years and years ago, and it relates in, I guess, being mindful about our words. And I love it because it's such a true saying that we often don't think about. And the saying that I'm referring to is, the mic is always on. People can always hear, obviously, what you're saying. So try to set a good example, spread kindness, show patience, because people are always watching you. Whether you hold a door open for someone or, express thank you or whatever that may look like for you or to you, someone is always watching. And I'm sure, I know for a simple fact that we've all watched other people and actually learned and, had a good thought when a good deed is being done, or on the other hand, vice versa perspective, right? Daily Dose of Coaches Calm. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. And I'm sure we all know those people. And just going back to the previous Daily Dose of Coaches Calm, someone's always watching. So re-listen to that or reread that and think of all those beautiful people, that have known the sorrow, that have struggled, that have known loss, and they always find their way out and they become a stronger person for that. Daily dose of Coach's Calm. The great project of your life is to become a safe space for yourself and all living things, to be imperfect and flawed, to regress and forget, to wander and be lost, to grow weary or unwell, to be abandoned or betrayed, to flush with despair or be paralyzed with terror, and yet wake again each day and resume this project. For each day you are given is a newborn miracle that sings. You still have time to become a living sanctuary. And wouldn't that be your greatest creation of all? That daily dose also reminds me of when everyone's saying, live life to the fullest, seize the moment, all those little sayings that just keep us motivated, keep us inspired, wanting to do better. It's so important. Like I was saying at the beginning, with new habits, it's okay to take a day off. We're human, and if, working out is part of that, we want to give our bodies a chance to rest. So it's just being gentle with yourself and feeling these emotions. And, there's some days I'm sure that you're just like, oh, I'm spent, I'm exhausted, just going to lay low, read, and basically take a day off from life. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I actually encourage it because you need to regroup, you need to, ground yourself and just revisit some emotions that maybe you've been pushing aside for too long that are going to continue to fizzle to the top until you do deal with them. Daily dose. It is so tempting to want to rush the healing process, but healing is literally all about slowing down. It is that simple and that hard. Let's reread that one. That hits a nail on the head. It is so tempting to want to rush the healing process, but healing is literally all about slowing down. It is that simple and that hard. So healing physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, those are all basically different. You can pick any example that you want. So for personally myself, my hip has been injured the last couple of weeks. So I have slowed down. Just the last couple of days, I have not been able to go on my nature walks, which I am missing tremendously because that's a huge, huge part of my life. So I'm slowing down, but it's simple, but it is so very hard. And, emotionally, I think of the grieving process, and we are all such individual people. No two are the same. Almost 8 billion people in this world. So grieving looks different for all of us, and there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's personal, and you know what's right. Be gentle with yourself always, and just let these emotions come to the surface when they may, feel them, and then send them on their way. Daily dose. Whatever chapter of life you're in, be in it. Pay attention. Your life is always teaching you something. There's a lesson, there's a connection, a redirection, or an opportunity for growth. Trust that this chapter is preparing you for something amazing that hasn't happened yet. So, once again, chapter of life. Go all in, guys. Go all in. In 1 year's time, are you going to be in the exact same position you are now, having devolved? Or are you going to try to evolve daily, whether that be mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, and evolve? Because that's what life is all about. You want to be in a position that you can adapt to all of life's changes positively. I think I need another cup of coffee. Anyway, so this is an extra special episode for me, being that it is the first one of the new year, 2023. And also, it's about growth and evolving. And if you go back and look at the slides, they're all meaningful for this time of year. But if we look on the other side of the coin, I think they're meaningful every single day of the year. So this episode is dedicated to my hockey girl, Whitney. Very, very special. This episode is in memory of her mother, Gwen. Sorry for the emotion. And as my brother would say, peace out.